Oakland, a big crowd, over 54,000 strong.
They say baseball is a game of failure, but we see it as a game of triumph. And those highs wouldn't feel so good without the lows, and the lows show us who we are. A community that builds memories together, laughing, cheering, crying, connecting with our heroes and our loved ones. We once played in our front yards envisioning the bottom of the ninth. Now we make family out of total strangers at the ballpark. This is what it's all about. And it's way bigger than just the game on the field.
It's my privilege and honor to share with you the greatest game of all.
I've literally felt that place shake, and I'm not talking, 89 earthquake Candlestick Park shake. I'm talking the fans are so loud that the whole place is vibrating. It's an amazing feeling.
The first game that I attended at the Coliseum when I was 14 years old.
And I remember going to games with my grandpa the most and holding that really close to my heart because it's the A's and it's my grandpa.
They've been the backdrop of so many fond family memories and walk-off wins and all sorts of things that happened at that building.
Attended my first baseball game at the Coliseum in 1982.
Going to A's games as a youth, my parents couldn't even speak English well. They would feel welcomed. It was a really fun time growing up being an A's fan.
My family were raised as A's fans, and that's what they were doing with me.
My mom bought me my first set of season tickets. My first game, 1 or 2 years old, and I remember it was like Looney Tunes Day.
I just fell in love with the city of Oakland, the magic of the A's and the people, the diversity of the games are so much fun, just has kept me coming back.
1989, I remember that my mom mentioned that my dad was in Jack London to watch the game.
Oakland A's take.
That's in my first memories of, okay, A's.
This is a multi-generational team. It's more than just a game. It's a memory.
I go on Twitter and I see this tweet saying the A's have a binding agreement with Las Vegas.
It felt like a family member died.
It's been a constant in my life.
I've met some of the best friends in my life. They're pretty much family. It's civic pride, it's culture, it's revenue, it's jobs. It gives kids a place to spend their summers.
My kids are in love with this team. And how can you let kids fall in love with a team and then relocate them? So why are we going to continue to support this franchise when it could all just be taken away? If fans mean that little to them, then why be a fan?
It has always been baseball's policy and preference to stay put. I feel sorry for the fans in Oakland. I do not like this outcome. I understand why they feel the way they do. I think that the real question is, what is it that Oakland was prepared to do? There is no Oakland offer.
By way of this letter and its attachments, I want to make it clear to you, MLB, the relocation committee, and the owners of the other 29 teams, that Oakland very much had a specific and concrete proposal on the table. We had a detailed and mutually agreed upon plan and schedule. And after 2 years of negotiations, we were, I believe, extremely close to finalizing a deal with the current ownership of the A's. First, there most certainly is a site for a stadium in Oakland and detailed plans for that site. Second, it is not accurate statement that there was no offer from Oakland. Oakland has made the A's multiple offers over the last several years. All have been rejected, despite the fact that Oakland's current offer includes more money for both on-site and off-site infrastructure than the A's themselves requested.
Had the A's just said, we want 9 acres of Howard Terminal to just build a ballpark, I think it would be done by now. Like, it would be under construction or done by here in 2023.
You don't build a stadium based on the club activity alone. The community has to provide support.
There is still a deal within reach here if you had an ownership group that wanted to reach that deal.
The crowds, the turnout, the support for the team is a huge positive, reinforces my view that Oakland is a major league market.
I remember the wild card game 2019. You know that game was obviously sold out. Mount Davis was filled.
And you see how quickly the fans have gobbled up every ticket in this ballpark.
It's unbelievable.
How special is that for you when you see that?
We just have a great fan base.
I am compelled to address some of your recent comments about attendance. It's true that attendance has remained depressed in Oakland post-pandemic, but I don't think that would be shocking to anyone who has witnessed the incredible underinvestment in the team during this period. As we saw in 2019, when the A's were competitive, the fans turned out.
We've always been a very strong fan base. We've always supported the team.
Don't tell me that there's no fans here. They didn't all just go away in 4 years. All of this that's happened within the last 4 years is really the boycott.
I started seeing things turn in the wrong direction that night where I received the first phone call from Dave Cavill saying it's going to leak, so wanted to give you a heads up that we are going to announce a land deal in Las Vegas.
Leaving this franchise with a stripped down roster, the lowest in payroll.
There was a time when Oakland had some of the top payrolls in all of Major League Baseball, and now always consistently at the very bottom.
This lack of investment is, I believe, a disservice to the team, to the league, and baseball fans everywhere. Despite this chronic underinvestment, a near doubling in season ticket prices, and despite the ownership group making it very apparent that they were looking to leave, the fans organized something remarkable. The reverse boycott amply demonstrated just how deep the bond is between this team and this city. Frankly, the fans themselves did what the A's current owners have chosen not to do for the last few years. They packed the stadium.
I think Stu Clary said, well, why don't we just fill the Coliseum and just show them that we're actually here?
Not going to games, while understandable, feeds the false narrative that the A's fans cannot support the team or will not support the team, somehow don't deserve a team, when I know that's not true.
Despite everything the ownership has done to them, with lack of investment, with stripping down the roster, with trading away their best players, with ignoring them, just going away. And on that one night, they made magic.
We've been in Oakland for 55 years, so fifth inning. I want for an entire bat, everyone to just stand up, silent, and then we'll do our thing.
I was walking through the tunnel to 149 right field bleachers, and it was completely quiet.
You just saw people start to stand up.
Oh my God, it's working, they're doing this.
Every other time I've been in a quiet stadium like that, it was either like a moment of silence because someone died, or like this was a critical play and your team just gave up a home run or something, right? But this was so different.
These aren't like paid actor fans who are just showing up for one night. This is what you actually have, and this could be normal. This shouldn't be some special occasion. This should be reality. This could be reality.
Silent and now getting very loud at the Coliseum.
So you can hear the chant in the background.
Here come the chants, fifth inning, just like it was back in San Francisco.
And this chant is what you hear in A's games in the fifth inning.
As you can hear, the cheer has gone from coast to coast and has reached our nation's capital. You can't hear pitch calm because of the crowd, and now time has gone. Things have gotten loud here. This is certainly a new experience in 2023 at the Coliseum.
Oakland had done so much to try and make this work. Man, this shit matters. Like, we matter to each other. The city matters to us.
And if the A's remain rooted in Oakland with a committed ownership team, I can promise you, the fans will keep showing up.
the city has done everything you've asked for them to do, and more.
Man, this matters. This matters. Like, it's part of being human.